morning to our RANsquawk listeners and welcome to the European Rundown for today, Friday the 1st of July. And the market's taking somewhat of a breather given the raft of news flow we've seen out of Greece in particular this week. Having had that mid-term vote as well as the implementation yesterday pass through successfully, we are seeing a bit of a tail off in some of the news flow which we've seen dominate the headlines throughout most of the week. In terms of the 10-year bond yield spreads though, across Europe all continue to remain predominantly tighter though in the wake of that news. In terms of the actual drivers though we've seen so far today for the session, that has pretty much been based around macro data, starting off with the Chinese manufacturing PMI overnight coming in at a 28-month low. That pretty much echoed into toward the European session where softness was predominantly seen across most of the European countries. We'll be eyeing the release out of the UK shortly. But that has sapped some of the demand aspect for commodity prices as both WTI and Brent crude futures are down over $1 ahead of the North American Open. Spot gold and silver and the precious metals also down fairly significantly. Looking forward then in terms of the rest of the session, do bear in mind that it is the 4th of July holidays in the US on Monday. Although most of the trading in the US and the exchanges is pretty much as normal, we could well see the volumes tail off toward the latter part of the session, so do bear that in mind. But in terms of data, we'll be eyeing the latest in ISM manufacturing. We'll see that will be key, whether that can follow on from the strength that we saw in that Chicago number yesterday and also from the Kansas City Fed and the turnaround in their numbers. And also as well we'll eye the June final Michigan report. That pretty much concludes the opening wrap from me here in London. I'll have another update from one of my colleagues this afternoon after the cash equity close in Europe. So I wish you all a fantastic trading day and a great weekend.